And more folks coming in. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Go ahead and sign on in. And hi, everybody on the stream. Welcome to East Point. Good crowd coming out on this rainy day. A lot of fun things happening in this part of town now. We haven't done a meeting in East Point or College Park or a lot of the cities around here before, so very much looking forward to changing that. As you know, the GGDA meetings move around the metro area. The Atlanta chapter meetings move around the Atlanta area. But there are a lot of game events now happening in this part of town. We're going to talk a little about the East Point project, but in addition, February 22nd to 23rd is going to be the first homestand for the Atlanta Call of Duty team, the FaZe, down at the, it's not the College Park Amphitheater, but it's at an arena in College Park. So it's going to be an excellent event, and they're looking forward to doing more esports out there. We have also started the Best in Georgia competition. We've gotten nominees from SCAD Savannah, SCAD Atlanta, Kennesaw State, and we're waiting on the Georgia State University one. And they are getting paired with mentors to keep developing their games and have something ready for us to show at our March 10th meeting. March 10th meeting at a location still to be announced, but we're probably going to be focusing on live streaming. So for all of you watching the live stream or interested in live streaming, come on out to that one. I should probably be talking to this mic since that's what you on the live stream are hearing. But now, I'd like to go ahead and welcome you all to our February GGDA meeting. Thanks for coming on out. Yeah, there we go. In East Point, definitely one of our schwanker events. And Dominic, I'd like to introduce the person who's leading the charge here at East Point, the city of East Point, for using game engines to develop apps for the government. So, introduce yourself and tell us more.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And thank you again, everyone. Welcome to City of East Point. This is our brand new City Hall. We just moved in Cinco de Mayo last year. So we are still very happy to be here. You should have seen the last place. Such a dump. So this is a huge upgrade. And as previously mentioned, so we're trying to find a way to integrate game engines and all this new fun technology and 3D design into government applications. The prime integration being GIS, Geographic Information Systems. So with that said, finally the technology in our files and everything in the middle, cloud-based computing has made it possible for us to take what we do for work and bring it into a game engine or some other 3D modeling software. So how can we take this experience and somehow make gamification for local government a real thing? So in my opinion, it's the direction that government should go, could go, would go, if it could be fun. Government can be a fun place to be. So we try to think of this more like an incubator or a startup than it is an actual office workplace. So we don't like it for the day to drag on. We don't like useless meetings. Some people find a way to make it happen anyway. But I try to make sure we take something fun and applicable and deliverable out of all the interactions we do. And coming to work should be a very pleasant experience. And I really appreciate GGDA for coming out and making this possible. So with that said, I'd like to welcome our Georgia State University Cohort 2020 team. And this semester, they'll be working on gamification for local government. So all going to introduce themselves, and they're working on 4 different projects. I'm on the 6th of them, so they're all actually double teaming 2 different projects, spread out in public works, parks and recreation, Census 2020, which is a huge, huge deal. I'm sure you'll probably hear a lot about that in your own local government agencies, as well as, what's the last one I missed? Economic development, thank you. And that's to help film location scouting, business development, things of that nature. So without further ado, please. Actually, so both mics. So one's for the live stream and one's for the...
Hello, everyone. I'm Paris, and I am a senior at Georgia State University. And I... Oh, right. Here we go. Hi.
Tell them what you're majoring in.
Yeah. We're our computer information system major, and my path is data analytics.
My name is Kimberly Weans-Bixby. I'm also a senior at Georgia State, and my major is computer information systems with a track in application programming. And Dominic's right, government can be fun because this project internship feels more like we're working at a startup than just the government. My favorite video game? Pokemon. I think the biggest problem that I've run into is finding available 3D models because I don't know how to build them. Also textures as well. I don't know how to build textures. So Unity itself hasn't been quite so difficult to work with, but the modeling has been.
Hi everyone, my name is On-Ching Lin, and I'm also a senior at Georgia State University, and I major in computer information system. I concentrate in data analytics as well.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Coleman Haynes, same school, same major, concentrating in application development. I would say I'm fairly new to the Unity and game design scene, but I will have to piggyback on the available resources comment. I do enjoy the workflow of 3D modeling, however, it's kind of a foreign resource to me. But to continue the conversation of my favorite video game, probably Animal Crossing. I think it's a really good game.
Hi, my name is Peter Vo. I'm a CIS major at Georgia State University, senior currently, graduating in May. And my track is application development, and the one thing I hope to learn today is how to use Unity, because I'm completely new, and hopefully this will be an eye-opening experience for me.
Hello everybody, I'm Philip Jones. I am a senior computer information systems major at Georgia State University. My track is application development as well. My favorite game, I'm sorry, it's going to be Mario Kart. That game is the best game ever. I would kind of piggyback off of Peter, just trying to learn how to use Unity, and just, again, never thought I'd be into game development, and it's such a broad world, such a big world that not only are you just learning new worlds, but you're creating new worlds, and so I'm really excited about doing that. So just thankful for the opportunity.
Okay, one more question for all of you. It's either what have you most enjoyed doing so far in Unity, or what do you most want to learn to do in Unity? You can hand it off if you want to think. Oh, we got someone who's already ready for that one.
Okay, so since we're all more or less getting started in this, I know we started actually by accident last semester because all of my interns finished up all of their assignments, so I needed something extra. So then I ran into Unity. This type of stuff that happens when you have free time. So then I said, well, what can we do with this? And we only had, I think, 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, and I found some tutorials. So what I enjoyed about that was take that tutorial template, change all the variables that you can, make something fun, publish it online. Let's see how it works. Does anybody play with it? So we started doing it around the office. And people said, well, this is just silly. Who plays games? This is what the older generation does. And then they just wouldn't stop playing them. And I said, okay, you can give it back now. We were just seeing if it works. And how quickly they got addicted, right? And so engaged and immersed in it, more so than their own work that they need to be doing, that I said, this is something big. This is good. If we can find a way for them to jump through their own work, the way Mario jumps, and hits the boxes, or Sonic chases the rings, we might actually be onto something. So that's when I said, yeah, the next team's definitely going to focus on this. We're going to gamify the whole work experience. So that's what led us to this. That's been my favorite thing about Unity, is the easy transition and the whole initiation. Ladies, gentlemen, y'all like to add anything? Yes, please, Coleman.
So for gamification and game design in general, for me, visual ability is not something I would consider to be a strong suit of mine, as I kind of divulged into the world of computer science. And I found that Unity was actually a pretty great introduction to understanding, visual ability, and kind of as a learning tool for gamification, you can learn how people interact with things. And I'm really looking forward to actually having some form of a deliverable that the City of East Point and the government will be able to use to benefit their day-to-day work.
All right. Go ahead. If you got one, go for it. Otherwise...
I don't know, does anybody else want to comment, or do you have any other questions?
All right. Well, thanks very much to our interns. And Dr. Unity, go ahead and grab the microphone up there, and we'll trade off to you and put you on up there. Unless you have a question you want to ask the interns.
You said models or modelers?
So, one of the questions I heard was you're looking for assets. Was that one of the biggest things? Have you been to Mixamo yet?
I don't know if we've
Then we'll show Mixamo. That will solve almost all their questions.
No
Okay.
Mixamo.
Yeah, Mixamo. I'll show it on the presentation.
Nice.
So everyone's basically an engineer, correct? No 3D modelers, no GUI developers, no FX, no.
Not yet.
Just a lot of coders. Yeah, I'll tell you my story here in a moment. Okay, yeah, I'll go on up there.
Thank you all very much. Thanks to all of the interns.